Hi, Roses. Welcome back to Rose Reacts. This space is where we talk new shows, wild plot twists, and characters who absolutely made things worse for themselves. If you're new here, I'm Rose. Excuse these little arms. They have a mind of their own. See where I'm getting feedback from. Bear with me. Oh, let me mute this. Yeah. You know, I'm on TikTok. I'm on Twitch. Chat. I'm all over the place. Okay. I think, yeah, I don't have no feedback no more. Okay. So, today is Friday Night Binge Breakdown. Okay, so this space is where we talk new shows, wild plot twists, and characters who absolutely made things worse for themselves. I hope you guys got your snacks. You might hear me crunching on some chips or something, just like that. But if you're new here, I'm Rose. Hello. And this is not a recap channel. This is a reaction channel. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to yell. And I'm definitely going to question people. Quick disclaimer. Before we get into it, everything I say tonight is strictly my personal opinion for entertainment purposes only. I am not a lawyer, a detective, a therapist, or a Netflix's spokesperson. And since I have a show from Peacock today, I'm not their spokesperson either. I'm just a mom with a TV and a lot of thoughts. All right, now that the lawyers are satisfied, let's set the mood. Tonight on Friday Night Binge Breakdown. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'm trying it out. We're going to be diving into The Beast in Me, which is on Netflix. It's about grief, obsession, and a psychological game that spirals out of control. The Price of Confession, also on Netflix. This one is about desperation, morality, and a confession that costs more than freedom. All Her Fault is on Peacock. It's about a missing child, misplaced blame, and the show that had me hollering. Yes. TikTok has the proof of me screaming at this TV, okay? So I'm going to play the trailers for you. So every week there are new shows, new stories, new secrets, and somehow the same bad decisions.
Why are you here?
Did you kill her?
What do you think?
Nile Jarvis moved in down the street from me. Maybe my next book should be about him.
The whole world thinks they know what happened. But I didn't kill my wife. People just want gossip and carnage.
You want to be re-legitimized. I can offer a new narrative.
I'm gonna roll the dice on you.
Well, all right then.
Don't let me down.
Spending all that time with a possible murderer doesn't scare you.
You're not how I pictured you.
I had a rough few years.
You got bloodlust, I can smell it.
Hope you won't be disappointed.
By what?
The truth.
You're a lot more than people think.
I think we were having a moment.
You need help, Aggie. You'd rather invent a murder than look in the mirror.
If Nile did this, I need to know.
Be careful. Nile Jarvis, he's not like us.
hell?
Nile, this book is a mistake.
I trusted you a lot.
Maybe I am complicit. But I'm not a monster.
Like I said, bloodlust.
If you guys have not watched that, get on it. That's a show to watch. Okay. This week, Netflix and Peacock said, let's test your nerves. They gave us trauma. They gave us confessions. And they gave us a situation where I personally had to pause the TV because I was about to throw the remote. Let's look at the next trailer.
A school teacher was charged with murdering her husband and has been sentenced to life in prison by the trial court.
What makes you so certain that it was me?
Well, some people don't think it is. Your husband. I'll confess to killing him.
Who's there?
A witch. A murderer. A psychopath. I could be an angel to you if you let me.
Why should I take your word on that?
But not for free, of course.
You idiot! Why did you kill Ahn Yoon-soo's husband? Just tell me now!
There's someone I didn't get to kill that day. I want you to kill that person for me.
Ahn Yoon-soo has been our murderer.
Can I trust you, Miss Mo-eun?
Emergency! An inmate has escaped! My whole life depends on this.
I'm gonna find proof that you're innocent. It was her.
There's not much time left. Don't try and get smart now.
For us to live, you have to die.
Now, it's time for you to return the favor.
Y'all, that show. Okay, before we get into the last trailer, I just wanted to say welcome to the chat, Lazy Lounge and Sweetie Love. Okay, so y'all, just watching those trailers had me like, what was going on? Okay, so then one show asks, what happens when the real danger lives inside you? Another asks, how much is the truth worth when the system already decided your fate? And the last one had me screaming at the television. That's the one that you can find the proof on TikTok, because y'all, the characters could literally hear me if they were watching, okay? So let's get into All Her Fault.
Bye, Mommy.
Bye, sweetheart.
99% of the time when a child goes missing, it's a misunderstanding between parents, grandparents, nannies.
Hi, I'm Marissa. I'm here to pick up my son, Milo. There's no Milo here.
But Milo's been missing for nearly 5 hours now. It's not a misunderstanding.
I'm so sorry.
If anyone has any information, please, we beg you, come forward.
Ms. Irvine, did you contact a publishing house? Couldn't your current debt be offset by what you might stand to gain?
You ate my son! I have a picture here of Carrie Finch. So she is my son.
We found a body.
She isn't working alone.
People feel bad for me, but they don't want to talk to me. They think that he's gone.
I don't think that. We do anything for our kids. That's our job.
I'm gonna need the name of everyone that could have a connection to Carrie Finch.
You don't understand. It was just the people in this room.
Is there a chance that your husband may have received a ransom notification?
He wouldn't keep something that big from me.
You, Colin, and Leah are all lying to me. You're hiding something from me, and I don't know what that is.
What are you gonna do? I will do whatever it takes.
I think even good people can do bad things if they're pushed.
Maybe you're the reason Milo went missing.
You know, I honestly didn't see this coming. These nice people killing each other.
I do want to apologize to my TikTok fans because I have my headphones in, so y'all probably didn't hear the trailers, but you can find them on YouTube and watch them. Okay. Because when blame comes easy, judgment comes faster. And everyone thinks they know what they would have done until it happens to them. Tonight, we're breaking down 3 new shows. Yes, for those on TikTok and want to hear, well, you know, hop on over to Twitch at Rose Reacts so you don't miss the next trailers or whatever I'm talking about. What did they just throw at me? Are those hands? Oh, okay. Snap. Okay. So, again, guys, this is not a recap. This is not a review. This is Friday Night Binge Breakdown. And if you thought I was calm about all her fault, just know I already yelled once. So let's get into it. The first show we are going to be talking about is The Beast in Me. On Netflix, it's a Netflix original, psychological, dark, unsettling. Okay? We're starting with The Beast in Me, like I said, starring Aggie Wiggs, Nile Jarvis, and Nina is a big part of what the ending turns out to be. I won't spoil that for everybody, but she's really instrumental to it, okay? This show is heavy on the heavy, okay? Aggie Wiggs, played by Claire Danes. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. And guys, if my accent pops out, y'all know I'm trying my best not to let it happen, okay? But unless I'm doing my Swahili videos, which you can find on TikTok at Rose Reacts or Rosie Twix. Okay. So, Aggie is a grieving author who hasn't moved on from the death of her son. And from the jump, you can tell she's not just sad, she's stuck like glue. She doesn't let it go, and understandably so. However, her wife, you know, she ends up losing her wife in this process. Not losing her in death or anything, but life be lifing, okay? Okay, so then enters Nile Jarvis. And you can see him peeking at the window back here. He's a real estate mogul, charming, unsettling, and very much a man who knows more than he's saying. So his wife, his first wife, hence on the first wife, she disappeared. And Nile became the prime suspect. And this is where things get uncomfortable. Aggie doesn't just obsess. She doesn't observe Nile. That scared me, guys. Let me tell y'all, Twitch, I don't know what's going on with the spraying of the water. Is that when you get a new follower? I don't know. I'm still trying to get, that worked out. I don't know, y'all, but that scared me. Okay, so she doesn't just observe now. She becomes obsessed. She starts using him as inspiration for her book, inserting herself into his world, playing this quiet psychological chess match. And online discourse, it's split. So many people were talking about the different characters, what they bring to the table. Some people are saying Aggie is a victim processing her grief. Some others are like, no, she crossed the line. And clearly she kept going. So people are saying it's a slow burn, but worth it. And I can tell you it was worth it. Yes, there were some episodes in the middle. There was some episodes in the middle which did kind of burn a little slow, but it ends up picking up so fast, okay? Reddit loved it. Twitter was divided. Twitter's a lot of the comments, the most that I saw, it's like, this show made me uncomfortable, but in the best way. In the best way. Reddit said, this isn't entertainment. It's a moral dilemma. You guys. Some people just love the show. And honestly, that's the brilliance of the show. I'm going to take a little quick pause just to acknowledge the chat. Welcome, Cosmic Impact Year. Oh, yeah. Super Dave, Florida, FL, yo. The super duper in the building. Okay, I remember like my last episode, my last stream, it was the Diddy one. There was, what was that? Andre Harrell. I didn't want to say there's no relation between Super Dave and Andre Harrell. Okay, let me just put that disclaimer out there. I did get a little feedback. Okay, so I just want to put it out there. Okay. Cosmic Impact. You will have to watch to see if there's a little booty whooping or a little pew pew. You hear me? Okay. Let's get back into it. You hear? Okay. So, chat, I want to know, do you believe everyone has a dark side? Put it in the chat. Because Aggie isn't written as an innocent or an evil person. She's written as human, flawed, curious, and slowly losing control. What's up? This is for my TikTok people. What's up? Let me try to read that name. Dre Skills. Okay. Hey, Dre Skills, welcome in. All right. So, by the time Aggie exposes Nile's corruption and he ends up imprisoned and later killed, so is that a little pew pew? You're gonna have to find out, okay? But he does end up getting killed. The show forces you to sit with that uncomfortable truth. Yes, Nile was dangerous, but Aggie wasn't untouched by the damage either. The fact that she publishes the book at the end and questions her own role, that part had Reddit going crazy. Y'all heard me? Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with this chat on both TikTok and Twitch. Okay. People online keep saying everyone lost something in this story, and that's exactly how it felt. It really was. So chat. Now let me get back to you guys. Did Aggie expose the truth, or did she become part of the tragedy? Was she a victim? Was she dangerous? Was it both? Is it too early to tell since some of y'all haven't seen it? Let me know what y'all think. Okay, let's see. Oh, some of y'all haven't watched it. Lazy Lounge. Come on now. That show was good. You probably seen a little bit of it and don't even remember. Cosmic Impact. Cosmic Impact. Yes, it was fire. Okay, it was fire. Let me see if I have one of those little, I don't know. Let's see.
Bye, have a great time.
Nope, that ain't it.
A few moments later.
Okay. Yeah, see, I'll play that because a few moments later, I still didn't know I had a fire one. Okay, so now if the beast in me made you uneasy, the next show made me stressed. Yeah, stressed, guys. It was irking my nerves. Can y'all believe that? Irking my nerves? Yes, I can. I know myself. Okay. I get upset and irky, nervy when things on a show doesn't go the way I want them to go, but I guess that's the point. So, show number 2, The Price of Confession. It's on Netflix. It centers around, okay, and guys, my pronunciation might not be the best, okay? I'm going to say Ahn Yoon-soo, and Mo-eun. And this show is a slow burn with serious weight. Ahn Yoon-soo is accused of murdering her husband. And the entire case hinges on a confession. This is somewhere in Asia right now. I can't even think of it. I think it was either Korea or I don't know. Don't quote me on none of that, y'all. Okay. So then we meet Mo-eun. Okay. So Mo-eun is the one on like the right hand side, and Ahn Yoon-soo is on the left hand side. Okay. So that picture is right after she discovered, and I'm doing that in, can I do the quotation marks with the fingers here? Okay. So that's after she discovers her husband's body. All right. Okay. So we meet Mo-eun, an inmate known as the Witch. Okay. The Witch. And when I say this character shifts the entire show, I mean that. She's a shapeshifter. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Hi, Grammy Show. Welcome in. We're talking about, well, this current show we're talking about is The Price of Confession. Have you watched it? And if you have, let me know. Let me know what you think about it, okay? Okay, so Mo-eun offers to take the fall for Ahn Yoon-soo, but only if Ahn kills someone for her. So I was like, wait a minute. I'm already in jail because they think I killed my husband, and now you saying you're going to take the fall for me, but I got to kill somebody else? Make it make sense. And I said that out loud, y'all. I said, oh, so we're just doing moral traps now, huh? This show is less about guilt and more about desperation. Okay? TikTok and Reddit have been calling Mo-eun terrifyingly calm, which she is. It's absurd. You're in jail, girl. What you mean? You calm. Everybody out there freaking out, crying, and you just over here la-di-da-da-da. Like, because she never raises her voice. She just watches people break. You guys, it was crazy. So chat, if the truth destroys lives, is this still the right choice? Because you know the punishment starts before the verdict, especially in that culture. Let me tell you, as soon as she was arrested for her husband's death, y'all, the media frenzy, you guys, it was all over. I mean, it was all over the news. And baby, it was like pitchforks. I'll say that fast. Pitchforks. Oh, wee. I don't want to accidentally curse on this live now. So, it was just nuts. It was just nuts. Let me see. Okay. So, Lazy Lounge says she was framed. Okay, Detective Langs. I see you, Cosmic Impact. Okay. So, you guys, Ahn Yoon-soo isn't written as weak. She's written as someone backed into her corner, and the pressure builds every episode. Because I was like, girl, fight back. What do you mean? Get a lawyer. Stop talking so much. She was irking my nerves, y'all. Like, ma'am, I don't care how innocent you are. I don't. I need you to fight for your life. You got a daughter. Think of her. Shoot. Think of yourself. Come on. So, people online keep saying the confessions felt inevitable, and that's the scariest part, because inevitability means choice slowly disappeared. So, guys, is the truth worth the cost? What do you think? Is the truth worth the cost? Would you trade your life or sacrifice yourself to save somebody else? Or would you walk away? I mean, it's a brutal question, but chat, be honest. Let me know. And TikTok, be honest. Let me know. Are y'all walking away, or y'all gonna confess to a murder that you didn't do, but you gotta actually murder somebody else? Y'all, the show was crazy, okay? I ain't gonna get too deep into it because, again, this show was crazy, okay? Lazy Lounge said, if I can get out, but I'm not sacrificing. Shoot. Again, in that in that justice system, the way that I saw them not care, I wouldn't risk it. No. Hit him with the reverse Uno card. Out of there. You guys are too much. Okay. Out of there. Let me see. Ooh.
A few moments
No,
later.
that's the wrong one. Let's see. Aww. Nope, that one. I was. There we go. Yeah.
Got him.
Got him. Okay. So for my TikTok gang, I'm not gonna redo it myself because it sounds crazy when I do it, but it's that got him, okay. I think I'm kind of getting sidetracked here. So yeah, a lot of people are just saying, out of there, they ain't risking their lives, which again, it's okay. I get it. I'm out of there too. I got to think about my kid. You hear me? I got a life myself. Oh. Okay. So this is when they're going to prison, y'all. They're going to prison. Oh, I did share on TikTok. Y'all, these arms are crazy. Okay. So I shared on TikTok, there was a scene where they went into the prison. And let me tell y'all, they are ahead of their time. They had a machine, once you strip down, you know how they be like strip and then squat and cough. Y'all have seen it on TV and, whatever. So they had the ladies step on this scale thing and now that I'm trying to break dance. Hey, these arms have their mind of its own. I think it's a Korean show. I believe so, yeah. But so they squat on this machine and it just, it can see what's up there. You hear me? Y'all read between the lines, okay? But I was like, yes, that's how you negate a lot of drugs into the prison system. Somebody needs to look into that, bring it out here in the good old US of A. But maybe they have it and I just don't know about it. If anybody knows, let me know, okay? Oh, then they know how to plot it up. The plot was thick, okay? Thick. Let me stop. Okay, so let's move on, guys. Let's take a deep breath together. Because now we're getting into the one that had me loud, guys. I was yelling, okay? And I hope I don't yell today because I don't want to scare y'all, okay? But so we move on to Peacock's All Her Fault. It's a Peacock original. All I'm saying is, guys, trust no one. Trust nobody. All right? So, All Her Fault absolutely took me out. Who has watched this, guys? Let me know in the chat. Have you watched this? They all... Chat say they all look guilty. You guys don't even know half of it, all right? Okay, so this story centers around Marissa Irvin, who goes to pick up her son Milo from his first play date. Only to be told that the woman at the door was like, I've never seen this child or heard of this child. So, guys, imagine going to pick up your child at a play date and the person who opens up the door, they're like, who? You're here for who? Instant nightmare. Like, it would be instant nightmare. Thanks for the popcorn. I think some of that hit my head, guys. You know? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I don't know if my TikTok fam can see that, but okay. Y'all, I mean, this show had me stressed from episode 1. Stressed. Because, first off, as a mom, I'm not saying it was her fault. I'm not saying it was that. I'm not going to say too much. But how you going to let your baby go on a play date and you ain't never been to that house? Who does that? I don't know. So, Marissa and her husband Peter start unraveling, understandably so, you know. And from the very beginning, the blame lands squarely on Marissa. And I was yelling like, why? Why is it always the mother? Why is it always the mother? Huh? So as the investigation unfolds, we meet Jenny, who becomes Marissa's only real support. Their alliance felt so real, kind of messy, emotional, but also necessary. So Jenny is Dakota Fanning. She's the one whose son was supposed to be on the play date with Marissa's son, with Milo. Turns out, big fat lie, trust nobody. I told you guys from the beginning, trust nobody. Okay? So, then there's Colin Dobbs, who, if you guys watched Insecure, you know Lance. And listen, seeing him in this role was so refreshing. Because I don't think I've seen him in a lot of movies or shows in a while since Insecure. But maybe he's on a genre that I'm not currently watching. But it was good. It was refreshing. So if you watch Insecure, you know him from a totally different vibe. Here, he adds tension without overplaying it. And the internet noticed. People online keep saying, seeing Lance in this role made it hit harder. And guess what? I agree. As secrets come out involving Peter, Carrie, who was somebody? Carrie, Brian. So Brian is that third picture right there. Carrie is the little bob. She has the bob there. Prime suspect. Can I say that? It's not really a spoiler. I don't. But prime suspect numero uno. Actually, my first thought was the other nanny, like Milo's nanny. I wasn't even thinking about Carrie, but it was a lot of shady stuff going on with each person. And then Detective McConville. The show slowly reveals the truth, guys. I'm trying to keep up. Lazy Lounge said, I need a background check before play day. Hello. I need to see your house, come to your house. You need to call me. You need to FaceTime me. I need to see you play with my child the whole time. I don't, No. And it was a first play day. What do you mean you've never been to that lady's house? Okay? Detective Lane, where y'all at? So, when I tell you this show made me so angry, and I think that was the point. Like, I literally lost it when it became clear that Peter was actually the one at fault. Let me show you guys Peter again. Peter, the daddy, the father, the papi. the fa fa, the ba ba, whatever language you want to say it, but it was the daddy. He was the one at fault. And when I tell you guys I lost it, I was screaming, pointing, pacing. I literally posted a TikTok on my live reaction because I could not stay quiet. This show forces you to sit and think about a hard reality. Like, accountability is not the same as blame. Okay? And Marissa was blamed long before the truth came out. Long before. I mean, she did a press conference and people turned on this lady. You know? I mean, asking the same questions I was asking. Because, again, how you going to let your baby go play with somebody you don't know? But again, I digress. Because it wasn't her fault. It wasn't her fault. Peter is to blame, okay? Chat, if you watch this and didn't raise your voice at least once, I don't believe you. I don't believe you because the amount of times I was raising my voice, I mean, guys, my anxiety was at a 10. They did have a few episodes in the middle, which kind of was like a slow burn. But when I tell you when they came back with a kabam, kabam, bam, 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 bam. All right, I think I'm doing too much right now. But yes, guys, they came with a wah-bam, bam, bam, bam. And yo, it was crazy. Okay. Would have been yelling at the TV? Yes, and I was. And it's okay. So before we end tonight's Friday Night Binge Breakdown. Pew pew, that's a 22. Another recommendation. I don't think I'm gonna actually dissect it or like react to it is Love and Death, also on Netflix. You know that Netflix kind of bought out HBO, so they're bringing more shows on Netflix from HBO. And you know, I'm a true crime girly, so that show was good. It's about what's that? Candy. I can't think of her last name. I always forget her last name. But look that up. Let me know what you guys think of that. And I don't know what I'm gonna discover this week. You know, every time I have some downtime from my baby, you guys, I am binging. I am making content for y'all. I'm trying to grow in this content creation world. Y'all, I need some kind of passive income because it's hard out here for a pimp. You know, just trying to get money for the rent. Okay? So, all right, roses, that was a lot. Lazy Lounge, I will get back to you on the name. It's a show on Netflix. It's the Candy Morrison story or Candy something. It's a true crime like reenactment, and I love those reenactments. It has not Ashley. One of the Olsens, but not the twins. What's their name? What's her name? Chat, help me out. Help a sister out. Niece idea. That means help me. Niece idea. You see? Look at me inserting a little Swahili in there for y'all. Yes. Scarlet Witch from MCU. What's her name? You still didn't give me a name. I don't think it's TikTok, do y'all know? What's that? Olsen's twin sister. What's her name? Elizabeth. Oh, I think it's Elizabeth Olsen. I think so. Okay, I believe so. I'm going to say I know so. Yeah, I know so. Of course. Let me stop. Okay, so guys, drop your rankings in the chat. Which show stressed you out the most? Even based on just me talking about the show, which show stressed you out the most? She's a twin? Are they triplets? I thought they were twins. Ashley and Mary Kate. Mary Kate and Ashley. I don't think they're twins. I think Elizabeth is younger. Wasn't she the one who played in one of the Avengers movies, guys? Let me know. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I'm always right. Okay, also, which character annoyed you the most? For me, so in The Beast in Me, I was so annoyed at Aggie. I was so annoyed at her. Because, ma'am, why are you putting yourself in these predicaments when you know this man could be a potential murderer? Do you not care about your life? And then in The Price of Confession, Ahn Yoon-soo really irked my nerves. Because why are you not fighting for your life? You're facing prison sentences, aka life sentences. And when it came to All Her Fault, who really irked my... Oh, Marissa, the mom, she irked me. Because even after finding all these little things out about Peter, baby stayed down. Baby stayed quiet. I'm like, do you not care about your son? Get him out of here. Get him out, get him out, get him out. But I won't spoil the ending because things were done. Things were done. Yes, Cosmic. They were all stressful shows, okay? I was stressed the whole time watching these shows. I'm telling you. And it's okay. Sometimes a little anxiety just gives you a little kick in the tush that you need. All right? That heartbeat beating, you know, a little workout. All on anxiety. My cardiologist was like, dang, girl, what you was doing? Running marathons? I said, yes, I was. In my head. Okay? In my head. All right. My last question is, which one had you yelling like me? Listen, Lazy Lounge. For my Swahili, you gotta go on TikTok at Rosie Twix to learn a little Swahili. Here and there, I'll drop them in here, but you're not just gonna get a Swahili session out of me right now. All right, we are wrapping this thing up. Yeah, we'll do, Drew. We'll drop the links. Lazy Lounge says he almost threw the remote for Price of Confessions. Oh my gosh. If y'all hear me chewing, these chips are good, okay? After all that talking, a girl need a snack. Didn't I tell everybody to bring their own snacks? So don't judge me. But I hope you can't hear me chewing because that irks my nerves, hearing other people chewing. So let me know, guys. Can y'all hear me chewing? What you said? Popcorn. Oh, you got popcorn. What kind? I like caramel popcorn. I don't like regular popcorn. I like a little sweet and savory. Sweet and whoa, these. Wow. Okay. I see where that was gonna go. And I'm not falling for it. Cause these cojones are not falling for it. Okay? Cosmic impact. You're making impacts around here. Your little jokey jokes. You guys, do you have recommendations for me? So we could talk about that next Friday. Anybody have any recommendations? We learning? Yes. You know, I'm a drop. That didn't even come out right, y'all. I'm a drop some, you know, Swahili, a little Spanish, a little Spanglish, a little Kikuyu. Where my Kikuyu speakers at? Mueco. Okay. All right, for real now, guys, for real. If you enjoyed tonight, follow, tap in, and come back next Friday, 9 p.m. for another Friday Night Binge Breakdown. I don't know. Is that going for y'all? Does that work? Binge Breakdown. Does it sound like WWE or one of those SmackDown shows? No? Anybody? Hold on. When is next Friday? Oh, okay. It's not Christmas. All right, we good. We Gucci. I just had to make sure. You know, I ain't trying to interrupt people on Christmas. So, I'm going to say Merry Christmas. I'm going to say Happy Holidays. And I hope y'all enjoy my little backgrounds. You know, I was trying to keep it festive and, you know, here with a Christmas spirit. Guys, don't forget to come back next Friday. And during the week, if you see a show and you're like, ooh, I know Rose gonna like this, drop it in my inbox, in my DMs, in the comments. Send me a smoke signal. You know, like, let me know so I can be with anxiety with y'all. You know, so we can all be anxious. But until then, protect your peace. Question everybody. And remember, it's always messier than the trailer. Good night, roses.